What up, guys? The Bench Buddies are back with our last NFL video for quite a while. As always, I have Ethan joining me here on this week's video. But before we get into our Super Bowl bets and picks, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to be entered into our giveaway at 500 subscribers. And all you have to do to be entered is to be a subscriber to our channel. So make sure you guys go do that. But before we talk about the Super Bowl this week, we got to talk about our picks of the NFC and AFC Championship. Obviously, you can see there we both went 1 for 1. And got the KC pick right, didn't get the San Francisco pick right, but the thing that's not settling with me right now is all the San Francisco players saying, "Oh, we would have won if this happened," or being sore losers right now while they're all sitting on their couches. So not really taking that loss pretty good. But they do have a point. They were obviously on their string punter, it felt like, at quarterback at one point. So you can't blame them, but you got to give Philly credit to getting in the Super Bowl.
Yep, and we're very sorry for the same picks. It seems like the last few weeks, but hey, we had the bracket, and we'll pull up those brackets at the end of the video to get a look of how good we did actually, and we're doing a pretty good job. But Cincy, Kansas City, let's talk about that a little bit. Kansas City, a lot of people are arguing that Cincinnati could have won. It was a 50-50, but Kansas City played better. They held the time of possession, and Mahomes just outplayed Burrow, if we're being completely honest. So that's just what I got to say about that game. Now let's get into the Super Bowl.
And then before we make our final picks, we're going to take our best bets heading into the Super Bowl. Ethan, I'll let you go first here with your
All
bets.
right, so this is actually a parlay that I'm going to put together right after this video, if it lets me. So I got a Patrick Mahomes MVP, whatever about that. It's a simple, generic pick, but I like it. I think it's going to happen. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, anytime touchdown. Kansas City money line. So this is all big on the Kansas City so far. Under 51 points. I just think everyone's saying over, but 51 is a lot of points, and I could see this Eagles and Chiefs defense stepping up here in this game. Jalen Hurts under 238, and that's just because I think they're gonna have a good running game, and he should rush over 100 yards. Patrick Mahomes over, obviously. I'm gonna have to go with the over there. Gatorade color, I'm thinking it's gonna be yellow or green, and I don't think either of us got this right last year.
Probably not.
I think it was lemon lime. I think they're gonna back to back on us this year. And then I got to go with tails because tails never fails. So if you want to win some money this weekend, put that in FanDuel.
And then for me, I kind of have the same first three with Mahomes, Kelce, and Pacheco. And I'm throwing Dallas Goedert in there. I think, the tight ends have had very bad Super Bowls the last 4 or 5 years. And I think this year it's going to be different because you have possibly two of the top five tight ends in the league this year in the Super Bowl. And I think they're going to be a big part to which team is either going to win this one. So I have both those guys doing really good in Kelce and Goddard. I have the over, actually. I think this will be like a 31-30, 34-31, something like that kind of game. And obviously that is the over. Hurts is going to throw for his over. I think that's going to be a very underrated bet because I don't think too many people are high on that just because we know what the Eagles can do and how they run the ball. Kenneth Gainwell, for me, is the guy to watch for the Eagles just because he's had a very good postseason this year. And I think he'll get his over on rushing yards in his limited carries. And same for Jerick McKinnon as well. He's also been a good force out of the backfield for the Chiefs. And then receiving yards, Pacheco, I got to go with him for the Chiefs. He has had a good game the last two games for receiving yards. And then Goddard, as I said, is going to have a great game. One of my two unders is Devonta Smith going under in his receiving yards. I think they're going to kind of take him out of the game. I think it'll be an A.J. Brown and a Dallas Goedert kind of game and then out of the backfield. So I don't think he'll get his yards. And then Hassan Reddick, it seems like he's gotten a sack almost every game this year. So I got to give him in getting a sack this year against Mahomes. And then Jake Elliott is going to get under 7.5 kicking points. And my Gatorade color is going to be red because the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl here. And I say that just because I think this one is going to be more for Mahomes' legacy than anything. If he wins this Super Bowl, then he already has 2 rings, been to 3 in his 5-year career as a starter, and he's putting up Tom Brady numbers. I mean, if you pull up his whole resume right now on Wikipedia, that is a first ballot Hall of Famer already. and he's only been in the league for a total of 6 years, and he could possibly add to that almost 3-4 times as much as already there. But then you got to go against the head coaching matchup. You got Andy Reid going against his former team, and I just like the experience here for Andy Reid and his staff in the big game. You know, Bieniemy as the offensive coordinator, he's been in this game now for a few times, and the last one they were in, they got blown out, and I think that's still on the Chiefs' mind with that blowout in Tampa against the Bucks. And what's going to decide this game? It's going to be defense, and I think the Chiefs' defense will hold the Eagles at the end of the game. And a lot of the players for the 49ers and people that have played the Eagles this postseason have said that you need to make Jalen Hurts a legitimate quarterback, not a running kind of style quarterback. And I think if the Chiefs can do that, they will walk away with the W here.
Yeah, you make a lot of great points about Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's the best quarterback in the league right now. That's all you can really say. Chiefs, Eagles. It's gonna be a great Super Bowl. I'm really excited to see it. And you see, I'm picking the Chiefs as well, and we are picking the same team. But I think there's a lot of people on the Eagles right now. The Eagles are favored by 1.5, and I think I want to go with the slight underdog here. The Chiefs as an underdog are pretty dangerous, and I do think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Maybe in I'd say under, but it's going to be up there close with it. It's going to be tough, maybe even overtime. But I'm really excited for this. It's a Kelsey Bowl, and all the different names you can call it. Chiefs over Eagles in the Super Bowl.
And then here were our brackets this year. This was Ethan's bracket, almost pretty much exactly the same, other than 2 picks. And then, mine was kind of almost the same way too, other than 2 picks. It was a little different here, but you still got your Super Bowl champion in the running. But we'll see till next year. And this is going to be our final video for this year to wrap up the 2022-2023 season. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel when we start putting out more content for the NFL come off-season time, when free agency is really starting to hit it in a few weeks here. So make sure you guys get alerts from us by hitting that bell to be subscribed to our channel. But until the next video, the Bench Buddies are out.
She never called back.